Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be going to one of the small ponds that I always go to. If you've watched many of my videos you'll probably recognize the pond, but we got no tournaments obviously. Tournament season's over. Want to get in as many outings as possible before the snow hits the Denver area, so we're just going up to the ponds tomorrow. Doing a little different intro today. Usually I intro from on the water. Today I figured I'd do it from the house and just go through what I'm going to be throwing tomorrow. So let's see what I got. 8 rods rigged up. I have 8 rod holders, so I always bring 8 rods no matter what. So let's just see what we got. And we'll start with some that I probably won't throw as much, but I'm bringing anyway. First, we got a shaky head. I don't throw a shaky head a lot, so I figured I'd try to get a couple on it, gain a little bit more confidence on a shaky head. Then we got a frog. Probably won't throw it a whole lot. I think it might be a little bit too cold for a frog, but I have gotten blowups at this pond on a frog. Anyway, yeah. Nothing too exciting there. Then we got a Ned rig. That'll for sure see some action. I've caught fish on a Ned rig at this pond. That's on my St. Croix Mojo Bass 7-foot medium spinning rod with a Lose, some sort of Pro Series, whatever, spinning reel. And next up we got my trusted Texas rig. Throwing the Crush City cleanup craw on that one, quickly becoming my new favorite Texas rig bait. Used to be the chigger craw, still love the chigger craw, and quite frankly the chigger craw is a lot more durable than this. These don't last quite as many fish as a chigger craw, but gets a ton of bites. I'm liking it. And of course, can't go out without the buzz bait. You know I'm throwing a buzz bait, especially at this place. That is a Teckle Lures buzz bait. Got that on a Abu Garcia Veritas with an Abu Garcia, some sort of Abu reel. Again, none of my stuff is super expensive, all mid-range stuff. Reel is probably 140, 150. Now we're getting into the stuff that I'm going to be throwing a lot. Dirty Jigs swim jig with a Rage Bug trailer. That always gets tons of bites at this particular pond. They feed almost exclusively on bluegill at this place. So, and this place has no grass, so I took the weed guard off. That's going to get a lot of work. Now this one's something new, a little different. I don't throw much at all. That's a 6th Sense swim bait. I forget the exact model. I won it for free in a giveaway. I rarely throw swim baits or glide baits. In fact, I've never caught a fish on something like this, but again, since at these ponds they feed almost exclusively on bluegill, I figured what the heck, let's give that thing a try, see if we can get our first swim bait fish. And then last but not least, you know it, you love it, the jackhammer. Again, if you've seen my videos at this pond in particular, this will 100% guaranteed get bit. If I'm going to try to get him on something else first before I resort to the jackhammer, but if after 30 minutes I don't have a bite, I'm going to pull this out and I guarantee I will get bit on it. So that's it. Those are my 8 rods. Actually, that might have only been 7. No, that was 8. Whatever. Anyway, let's go get some sleep, wake up super early, get out there, catch some fish. So yeah, let's fast forward to the morning right now. All right, here we are, my favorite pond. Whew, that's a hike to get to it though. It's about a, I don't know, half-mile, 3/4 mile walk to get to it. You know, there are a few ponds in this park, but I have the best luck at this one, at least numbers-wise. There are bigger fish than some of the other ponds. This one, I've never been skunked at. I always catch a bunch of fish. It's what I wanted to do today, so I figured it was worth the walk. You know, it probably has the most numbers because it's such a long walk. You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So anyway, air temp's only about mid-30s right now. Don't know what the water temp is. Doesn't really matter in a body of water this size though. It's not like they have anywhere to transition to in the cold. But I'm going to start with the buzzbait. Like I said in my intro, I'm going to try to get one on something other than a green pumpkin jackhammer before I switch to that, because Like I said, it is just green pumpkin jackhammer is just automatic at this place. So let's challenge ourselves for a little bit. Let's try to get one on something else first. But of course, if that doesn't happen, if I don't get one within about 30 minutes, I ain't too proud to switch to it. I'd rather catch fish than prove a point. Give the buzzbait a few more throws, then probably switch to that Dirty Jigs bluegill swim jig. Been a while since I got a swim jig bite. It's always fun. Alright, no love on the buzzbait. Maybe they are a little too cold. Let's try a swim jig. Okay, well, got steering issues again. For some reason, the steering cable keeps coming off of the wheel or the pulley or whatever's underneath the handle, and I don't know why. It's 2 trips in a row that it's done it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, take 2. Let's try that again. Something going on inside the hull. I think it's the rubber tubes that the steering wire goes through. I think something with that keeps getting jacked up. The steering cable gets caught in that, and then when I turn the handle, it kind of bunches up and then falls off the pulley, or whatever you want to call it, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So if anybody else out there has had that problem and knows what the fix is, please hit me up, because it's like the 4th or 5th time that's happened. I do have the Burley Pro upgraded steering, but yeah, I don't know. Super annoying. But anyway, let's get back to fishing. Hopefully. It was nice getting a boot full of water there. I'm sure you saw that when I stepped off. Slipped into some deeper water, just enough to go over the top of my boundary boot. Now I get to fish with a wet foot all day. Luckily it's not really freezing anymore, so I'm not too worried about it getting cold. It's just annoying. Alright, these guys are being a little stingy this morning. I might have to bust out the jackhammer on them, force feed them. Or they could just be hanging out in the middle, out deeper. Nah, I always catch some up shallow, no matter how cold it is. At this place, I mean. We'll find them. GoPro start recording. Okay. First fish of the day is a perch on a Nico rig. Not exactly what we're looking for. Still not ready to give up and throw the jackhammer. Gonna head over to the sunny bank soon. Just work the bank a little bit before we go out deep. Well, this is the longest I've ever gone at this place without a bite. So, they're just gonna make me do it. They're gonna make me bust out the green pumpkin jackhammer. Tried to give them something different, you know, mix it up. Nobody likes eating the same thing all the time. They're gonna give them something different, but nope, they're just gonna make me throw the green pumpkin jackhammer. But that's okay, because I love throwing a jackhammer. Really, I love just throwing whatever they want to eat. Whatever is catching them, that's what I'm gonna throw. But at this place, 9 times out of 10, that is a green pumpkin jackhammer, so that's what we're doing. And you know, it was also freezing temperatures this morning, so maybe they're just taking a while to get started this morning. That could also be. We got all day. We got nowhere to be. We'll find them eventually. Cold. Let's put the cold weather gloves on for a little bit. GoPro turn on. Finally. Old green pumpkin jackhammer never lets me down. Well, it's a decent one too. Guess they're just hanging over here on the sunny side, which of course makes sense this time of year and with the cold, but so another cool thing I get to do today is finally play with this cool Bubba Pro scale that I won at the Eco Big Bass 250. I mean, this is like a freaking $230 scale. If you saw my video from the 250, they just gave away a ridiculous amount of merchandise. I think they gave away like $70,000 worth of merchandise. And I was lucky enough to get this cool scale. I've never had a nice scale. I've always just had cheap, you know, Bass Pro Shops scale or whatever. So today we're gonna see what we can get for our best 5. Since usually I just measure them. This one is 2 pounds 5 ounces. Not bad. 2 pounds 5 ounces. It'd be pretty cool if we could break 10 pounds in this place for our best 5. So yeah, it automatically keeps track of what your lowest fish is. No, I'll show when we get up to 5. All right, that took a little longer than it usually does here, but green pumpkin jackhammer never lets me down here. Looks like I just started in the wrong spot. They just wanted to be over here on the sunny side. I don't blame them, because remember how I said my foot that got wet wasn't that cold? Yeah, it's starting to get cold. GoPro turn on. GoPro start recording. GoPro start recording. Right. Number 2, and they are up shallow. Ooh, choked it. Only gonna count them if they're a pound or more. This guy's gonna be close, I think. You gonna go a pound? Yep, I'll go a pound. 1 pound 2 ounces. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to put them? There. Okay. Where does it show my total? 3.8? Is that right? Should be 3.7. Yeah, whatever. Let's see what it says next. Alright, there is usually one, or many along this grass line here. So always get one paralleling it with a jackhammer. But before we do that, let's just give this bad boy a try. 6-cent swim bait. Never thrown it, never caught anything on it. Let's see what it does. Steady retrieving it or doing the jerky retrieve? Well, looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see it there, but it does look pretty nice. Start recording. GoPro start recording. Another decent one. 1.5 pounds. Maybe. Probably not quite 1.5 pounds, but he'll be scoreable. 1.5 pounds, 1 pound 5 ounces. Alright, so let's add him. And now we're up to 4 pounds 12 ounces. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright. Starting out a little slow, but we're getting there. Starting to warm up, so maybe they'll start getting a little more active. There's another one. All right. About the same size. I know. That might be a spot. Is that a spotted bass? That is a spotted bass. Okay. I think he's going to be barely a pound, but get him in there anyway so we can start culling. £1 pound 1 ounce. All right. One-handed. Anyway. All right. That's number 4. Let's add him in. 5 pounds 13 ounces. I think 10 pounds will be a stretch today, but that's possible. We'll make that the goal at least. This is another one of those spots where I always catch fish here, so I make it pass through with the jackhammer, and then we'll go back through it, try a couple other things. Try that cleaned up craw in the Texas rig, maybe a Ned rig. I haven't gotten a Ned rig fish in a while. Well, that's not true. I just caught a perch on a Ned rig about an hour ago. But you know what I mean, an actual fish, a bass. No offense, perch. Didn't mean to be racist against perch there. They're fine fish, nothing wrong with that. Cool looking fish too, actually. Just not what we're looking for today. Or ever, for that matter. Didn't even feel that guy. He got it as I was retrieving. I was flipping into that tree there, and he ate it as I was pulling the bait out for my next flip. I don't know, he's gonna make the 5 team. I'm gonna guess no. He's gonna be 14 ounces. Do I know my boys or what? 14 ounces on the dot. Sorry, bro, you don't count. So obviously these are less than ideal conditions for top water with air and water temperatures in the mid 40s, but I gotta try it. I would like to get one more topwater fish before winter time. If it's gonna happen, this is as good a place as any for it to happen. So we're gonna try one more topwater fish this season. That's all I'm asking for. GoPro turn on. GoPro start recording. Oh, about friggin' time. Should be number 5. Yeah, he'll go a pound. Man, it has been slow for this place. But that's okay, because slow for this place is still a decent limit. 5 so far, 5 scoreable and 1 unscoreable, so you know, not a terrible day, and it's still fairly early. 1 pound 4 ounces. All right, number 5. Let's see, 7 pounds and an ounce. 1 is the smallest. 1 2. All right, we gotta get some 1.5s and 2s to get us a respectable limit. Almost all the way back around to where I started, so after I try this corner up here one more time, I'm gonna go out in the middle, and I'm actually gonna use my electronics. I'm gonna turn on my electronics, because I know there are a couple submerged trees out here. So we're gonna try some deep fishing, because they're clearly not, you know, there are a few shallow, but they're not stacked up shallow like they usually are. So we're gonna go leave our comfort zone and go try fishing out deep. Well, it's been pretty slow, a lot slower than expected. Can't really figure out what they want. You know, obviously got a few on a jackhammer, but that hasn't really been getting a ton of bites, at least not recently. So trying to figure out what else might work. Cold weather, jerkbait's usually a good deal for cold weather. And I realized, you know what? I got a perch colored jerkbait, and there are perch in here, so that's what I'm trying now. Oh, am I gonna get crapped on? Alright, thanks boys. Didn't crap on me. Well, just about to call it. Still have not gotten the cullfish. It's disappointing, obviously, but that's alright. Any day out on the water with decent weather is a good day.